أنا سعيدة جدا للقائكم في مدينة الصويرة، الفرقة التي تركت أهم بصمة في عالم موسيقى الريجي حتى اليوم. وربما سأبدأ بكلمة الحب. في هذه المقطوعة التي سألتم ماذا جرى للحب بعد أن وجدناه. Now that we found love, what are we going to do with it today? ماذا فعلتم بهذه الجملة منذ أن رأت النور حتى اليوم? This song that spread all over the world asked a crucial question about love, and now years after, what would be the answer? What did you find from that? What is left from this question today in the world you're living in today? ماذا هي الجواب على هذا السؤال؟
That's a very good question, because the world each man has to speak for himself, but for me personally, I know that having a brother like A.J. Brown, like Maurice Gregory, like Richard Daly, like Tony Ruption and Norris, where it's a brotherhood, and the majority of times when I open up my mouth, I speak for everyone, and I know when A.J. majority of time open up his mouth, he speaks for everyone also. So by that, what I'm pretty much saying is that in the world today, there are some serious problems with love. So I think the quicker that we really find love, is the more we'll be able to do with it. But the first thing we have to do is find love, and that is not so much in the world today. It's more about finding capital, more about taking care of your own, being very selfish, and gain for material wealth. So, I'm very concerned about the world today, but now that we found love, we need to spread it.
بما أننا وجدنا الحب، علينا اليوم أن ننشره عبر العالم، أن ننشره إلى كل البشرية. عندما أنا أتحدث باسم كل الفرقة التي هي فرقتنا، والأساسي هو عندما نجد الحب أن ننشره عبر العالم وأن نوصله إلى أكبر عدد ممكن من البشر. In your different albums and in different ways of dealing with music, you also used spread the message of Jah. In the 70s, you had this very beautiful album, Road to Addis, in which there's great songs, and the world Jah at the time had a significant impact on the society as well. We were in the 70s. The Rastafari culture was spreading around the world. How would you look as well at the state of this Rastafari culture today in the world we're living today, and how are you still carrying it? كيف تحملون هذه الثقافة الراستافراي اليوم التي كنتم تقومون ببثها في العالم في السبعينات؟
Well, I would say that with the Rastafari culture has proliferated over the years. Mm-hmm. I am encouraged to see the different nationalities and nations who have embraced Rastafari, mm-hmm. and knowing that it came from our small island, and the fact that we had a belief, and we're strident with our beliefs, and just like any other religion, it is based off of the original word, and Jah is short for Jehovah. Mm-hmm. So it's not too far away from original religions of all over the world. Mm-hmm. So the religion is based off of research, that and lineage, and the whole origin of Jah Rastafari is based off of what we know from the scriptures, and the journey of our lineage to where we are now. And so it is something that we live. It's not something that we talk about. Mm-hmm. We live Rastafarianism. My father was a Rastafarian, and mm-hmm. he was subjected to discrimination, and he had to leave his hometown and go somewhere else in the island to live because of discrimination and not and the I would say
A lack of
a lack of understanding. That was so for me now to grow up and be I would say enjoying
Yes.
the legacy of what he went through is testament to the longevity of Rastafari.
أعتقد بأن I'll translate that later. It's a long one, and we don't have much time, so I'll do it later. You have in your necklace that your son brought it to you from Addis Ababa. Your own children also got the legacy. You speak about that. How, for instance, tell me the story of this jewel you have. كان أخبرني مثلا عن هذا الانتقال الإرث ما بينك وما بين ابنك على صعيد الثقافة الرastafari عبر هذا المجوهر التي تلبسها مثلا.
Well, actually, both my sons are musicians, and they have been engaged with two of the best, Damian Marley and Chronix. And my youngest son, who was on tour with Chronix at the time, went to Addis Ababa, and I asked him if he would buy me a cross because I wanted an Ethiopian cross, and this is raw silver. It may look like bronze, but it's actually raw silver. This is what it looks like before it's polished and gets the shine. So I mean, it's really I'm a member of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, so this is not something that would be very strange for me to wear because I'm baptized in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. So, and this is one of their symbols. This is a Lalibela cross. So, I really treasure it because my son gave it to me. It's more important that he gave it to me even than the symbol of Christ, to be honest, But still yet, when I look back at things, I realize that your own children are Christ living through you, so it's this very same thing, I guess, with the Muslim faith. I'm quite sure they feel the same way, that the Father, whoever you perceive him to be, he lives within us, and we communicate through that spirit with all of us, even with you and I right now. We're communicating through the spirit of Allah or Jah or whatever you call him. But to come back to the one thing.
هل تؤمنون بأننا باستطاعتنا اليوم أن نلجأ إلى هذه الطاقة لكي ندافع ونحسن العالم الذي نحن فيه? Do you think that today we can use this Jah energy, the Allah energy, this reality you're talking about that is within us? Do you think that we can still do something with it, with this world we're living in today? It's quite crazy though today. I don't know.
I see what you're saying, and I see where you're coming from, and we as a people, well, let me put it this way, as musicians and singers, as I said in my opening remarks, we don't necessarily focus on we're going to a festival here to play this or that. What we play, we do the same thing every single day we play. Whether we're playing in a club with 20 people in there or whether we play on a stage with 20,000 people.
Yes.
It doesn't change third world. We do what we do with a commitment to what we do. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
So, in other words, we don't really focus on where we are. As Chronix said, we do it for the love and not for the likes. So, I mean, we're out there. We don't consider ourselves preachers, but we're out there with a message. We're out there with projecting a message, and the more that message is absorbed into people who are listening to us, it's more we feel that we are telling people about the things that we see in the world that we don't like, the way we perceive love and how important it is for all of us to care for each other and love each other. And, at the same time, look for the future for the ones that are coming behind us. I mean, look what is happening in the Middle East, in Iran, and the big fighting and this quarreling with each other and all of that stuff. And look, I'm sitting here in Morocco, a different place completely to where I live, where I come from, and I'm just so taken by everybody's hospitality, everybody's love, everybody's kindness, and expressions too. They want to communicate. They want to say hi. They want to find out what's the Rasta from Jamaica saying. It's it's good vibes. I really love it.
هل باستطاعتك كات بأن تقول لي اليوم بعد مرور كل هذه السنوات أنتم تعاملتم مع اسم حمل موسيقى الراستافاراي إلى كل العالم، وبفضله في الستينات أصبحت الموسيقى معروفة أكثر، تعاملتم معه، ماذا يبقى في ذاكرتك وفي ذاكرتك أنت إيجين من هذا الاسم، اسم بوب مارلي؟ you had in your path encountered Bob Marley, and he was the one who sort of permitted a lot of people around the world to get a closer encounter with the Rastafari culture and the reggae music. So what do you guys keep in your heart today from this story, this encounter, this thing that happened up there?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't really want to try. I could do an interview for 2 hours about Bob Marley. So I would just synopsis it quickly to put it in the best way I could, to say that Bob was an inspiration to every single human being in the world. But can you imagine if you were born in the country where he was from? You know what I'm saying? In other words, it's magnified for us. Having Bob Marley as one of our heroes from the side that AJ and I came from is just so powerful for us in our heart, to know that the country we came from produced Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, George Headley, you know? I mean, it's like, it's very special for us. Marcus Garvey.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It's very special for us to know a nation like ours, so small, could produce the kind of people that we have produced. So, I mean, the whole Bob Marley thing, when we see out in the world how Bob Marley has influenced people, how he's influenced people with even just a song like One Love, One Heart, it just means so much to everybody in the entire world, you know? So we're blessed to have known Bob, and especially me, to have known him personally and played with him and cracked jokes with him and eat dinner with him, you know?
So do you have like something
Special.
happened sometime and you still have it in mind for another?
Of
I mean,
course.
like something happened. Can you just هل
Yeah,
باستطاعتك
no, well-
أن تروي لنا شيء حدث مع بوب مارلي مثلا كات؟
No, we think about him every single day. And now what happened is that I'm with his son working now. And working with his son, it's like I'm looking at him every day.
إنني أعمل معه.
Yeah, without a doubt. That is the whole thing of the journey. Being able to remember the past and to be looking to the future with the same enthusiasm as how maybe he looked at it in terms of sharing reggae music to the highest level, you know. I believe reggae music is as powerful even now, because there are more nations playing reggae music than it was being played in Bob's time. It's amazing to see how many bands and how many singers are using the reggae medium genre to express themselves. So you know, and the whole thing of festivals all over the world being produced by people who maybe have never been to Jamaica, but they just love the whole feel and and vibes that the music does gives to
heart,
them. Yeah,
to the heart.
for real.
Thanks a lot.